Welcome to the Family Geekery podcast, a podcast for geeks from a family of geeks. We talk about comics, video games, and anything else geeky. I'm Amber.
I'm Danny.
And I'm Chris.
And this is our first week of FamilySpookery.
Ooh. What is FamilySpookery?
It's our special Halloween special. Redundant. Yeah. That's all month long. Because I'm one of those people who celebrates Halloween the entire month.
Nothing wrong with that.
I had decorations up midway through September, so
good.
We love it.
Yeah, I see all the Five Nights at Freddy's characters behind you. That's your decorations?
Those are year-round. I added more.
Aww.
No, but so for the month of October, we are going to be watching 4 very special hand-picked, not horror movies, but special Halloween-themed movies. And then we will figure out something to do for the last week because I didn't look at the calendar ahead of time and didn't see that there are actually 5 weeks in October. 5 Tuesdays in October.
Who put that extra Tuesday in October?
Yeah, who didn't look at the calendar and didn't see that the 1st is a Tuesday?
So, silly Julian calendar. Always messing things up.
That's just special for you guys. You get 5 Halloween-themed episodes of the Family Geekery podcast.
If you elect me president, I'll change to a more digital style calendar.
What's a digital style calendar?
More metric.
Like metric?
Same number of days in every month. Make it easy.
Gotcha. Anyways. First, we've got
Geeky Weeks.
Thank you, Danny.
Before Geeky Weeks.
Before Geeky Weeks.
We got some Family Geekery announcements first.
Sure.
Okay.
We don't usually do this. That's
Making
why
it look bad.
I just caught you by surprise. But two very special announcements. One is that the Family Geekery podcast is now on YouTube also, meaning that there is a dedicated YouTube podcast channel because YouTube wanted to get into podcasts for some reason. So if you go to the Family Geekery podcast at YouTube, you can find all of our episodes there. Nice and easy.
Oh, fancy.
Yep, all 119 of them at this point. And the other special announcement is our regular YouTube channel, just the Family Geekery YouTube channel, has hit 10,000 subscribers.
Whoa.
Since the last recording, so...
Look at that.
Not 10,000 since the last recording. We hit 10,000 since the last recording.
Hey, I remember when we celebrated 100.
Yeah.
That's right. So, pretty big milestone. Pretty happy, pretty proud. So, go check it out. If you haven't been there, check it out. It'd be number 10,001. Or it'd be like 10,030 or something by now. Yeah, all right. So we can go to now back to our regularly scheduled Geeky Weeks. Who's going first?
I'll go.
All right,
you
Dan.
Go.
Well, first I watched Zombieland.
Oh.
Ooh. You ever seen that one before?
No, I haven't. And
good movie.
Like we all know, I'm a big Walking Dead fan, so
quite a different vibe.
I had to watch Zombieland. And one thing I'll say is those zombies are fast. They are so quick. Walking Dead zombies are so slow compared to them.
Well, you haven't seen DayZ Zombie.
DayZ?
Yeah, is that movie? Had like one of the Matt Damon or Chris Pine or one of those guys in it.
One of those guys.
I don't care about the movie enough to fact check.
But you liked it? It was funny, wasn't it?
Yeah, I like the main actor. He's from the Facebook movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he makes a Facebook joke in it, too. I don't know if he was that before Facebook guy, though. I don't remember.
Is the first one the one with the trampoline?
Yes.
Okay.
In the rich guy's house?
Is
yeah,
Bill
Murray's house.
The rich guy?
The celebrity's house. But it was funny. I like all the rules.
Oh, yeah.
Um, but yeah, that was good. And then, so there's a 2?
There
Yep.
is.
Yep.
Mm,
It's like way more recent. I think there's probably like a good 5 or 6 years between them.
cool. And then I played a card game. It's new to me. It's not new, but I played President, which is a card game, like deck a card game,
Hmm.
and I beat everyone.
Nice.
Nice.
Have you ever played that one, Amber? President? I think it's
Uh
also called Capitalism.
yes, I love capitalism.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with capitalism.
We here at Family Geekery love capitalism. Half of our podcast is about capitalism.
But yeah, that's about it for me.
Cool.
Nice. I'll go.
All right.
I finished 2 books since last recording.
Overachiever.
The one of them is Throne of Glass. Maybe I already said that I finished that. I don't remember when I did. I don't know. But I finished Throne of Glass, which is a book by Sarah J. Maas, the author of A Court of Thorns and Roses. And so, typical fantasy series, but it's cool. It's fun. And another typical fantasy series, I finished Fellowship of the Ring.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been listening to that one when I work. And it's cool. It's fun to try to remember the movie because it's been many years since I saw the movies. And it's cool. And I started the second one. And that one just straight up starts with Boromir dying, which is funny.
Oop,
But
spoiler alert.
yeah, if you haven't read the 60-year-old book, that's what happens.
Is that Sean
Boromir
Bean?
dies.
Is that Sean Bean in
Yeah.
the movies? Okay. So everybody knows he was going to die anyways.
So was not expecting to listen to the first chapter on my way to work this morning and hear, oh, Aragorn heard the horn and he goes up and there he is, Boromir's lying against the tree and he's looking not so good. I'm like, okay, cool. That's all I remember at the moment. So that's all I'll talk about.
Cool. Well, I'm still playing Satisfactory. I'm happy to announce that I've unlocked coal power. So I've got coal plant, which is kind of silly since I'm building a space elevator. Yet I'm relying on fossil fuels on this planet.
And so you can go to another planet and use those fossil fuels, right?
Yeah, I don't know why, with all the advanced technology, we don't just start with solar, but who knows? It probably, maybe you can't have enough power from solar to fuel a space elevator, or maybe they're afraid that the solar panels will heat up the sun, use it up. We won't have any sun left for our grandchildren. I think that's a common concern. But other than that, I've been having fun with that, of course. Other than that, I went on a little mini vacation over the weekend. Your mom and I think you've met her.
Oh, maybe.
And we went to 3 different comic stores and 4 different video game stores. And my wife was very patient to let me do that.
Mm-hmm.
She was kind of spoiling me for my birthday weekend, if you will. So saw some neat comic stores never been to before. I got one for you to visit, Amber.
Oh, yeah?
Not too far away from you. And I went to one of the video game stores. I sent you a picture of it. It's basically the Costco of retro video games. It is quite the operation. So that was a lot of fun. I picked up a couple old games and picked up a couple comics.
Nice. Everything you wanted the retro GameStop to be, right?
Yeah. But probably better than GameStop could ever do it, though. like they actually knew about games there.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So we ready to get into our episode on what's our first I hope I watched the right movie. What's our first
Our,
movie?
our first movie is Monster House,
Monster House.
which we all watched on Netflix, but now you listeners cannot do because it is gone.
Gone.
Right before Halloween is crazy.
Right before Halloween.
I bet you it'll be on broadcast TV though.
Yeah, it'll probably be on like the ABC's. ABC Family always does the like holiday movies and stuff like that, right?
Countdowns.
So our first movie is Monster House from 2006, directed by Gil Keenan, written by Dan Harmon, Rob Schrab, and Pamela Petler.
Man, you did some research, huh?
I'm staring at
Wow.
IMDb right now. I'll read us a little bit of the description. It's kind of long. 13-year-old DJ is observing his neighbor Nevercracker on the other side of the street in the suburb that destroys tricycles of children that trespass his lawn. When DJ's parents travel on the eve of Halloween and the abusive babysitter Z stays with him, he calls his clumsy best friend Chowder to play basketball. But when the ball falls at Nevercracker's lawn, the old man has a heart attack, and they soon find that the house is a monster. So, I'll start off with some of the notable stars here. So DJ is voiced by Mitchell Musso, known
Oh.
for Oliver from Hannah Montana.
I didn't know that.
I think
Chowder.
this happened just before Hannah Montana.
Yeah, this must have been right before, and he did a good job sounding like a little kid because I don't think he was probably post puberty when he was in Hannah Montana. So then we've got Chowder, voiced by Sam Lerner, famous from the Goldbergs and dating Olivia Sway from Smosh.
Oh, which one is he on the Goldberg?
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Not the main-
He's the older brother, I think.
No, he's like a friend of the family.
Oh yeah, he's like the boyfriend or something.
Yeah, I think he's the main girl's boyfriend.
Okay.
Is he still with Olivia?
I think they're still together. I don't know. And then we have Steve Buscemi as Nevercracker.
Awesome.
Yeah. Classic Catherine O'Hara as mom.
Yeah.
She doesn't get a lot of lines, but she plays a good mom.
She's always mom.
Fred Willard is dad.
He's a good
famous.
Dad. Yep.
Maggie Gyllenhaal is the babysitter Z. She's famous, but I don't know. She's in lots of things. She's famous for being the less hated Gyllenhaal by Taylor Swift fans.
Okay.
And
because she dated Jake, right?
I think she's Jake Gyllenhaal's brother.
No. I mean,
Oh yeah, Taylor Swift dated
Taylor
Jake
Swift
Gyllenhaal.
dated. I don't think. I didn't think that she dated Maggie. Dated him.
Never mind. Okay. And then as our police officers, we've got Kevin James and Nick Cannon.
Classic.
Oh.
Pretty classic duo. And of course we've got John Heater as Reginald Skolinski.
Oh yeah, I didn't catch that. And then Jason Lee. Did you mention Jason Lee?
I didn't mention Jason Lee yet. He's Bones, the boyfriend of the babysitter.
Yep. You know who Jason Lee is, don't you?
He's friends with the guy.
Friends
Kevin
with the guy.
Smith.
Yeah. He was in Kevin Smith movie. He was a skateboarder before that, and probably most famous for being My Name Is Earl.
That's right.
Yep. I recognized his voice right away. I was like, "Is that Jason Lee?" And I was just 2 clicks away from saying, "Yes, it was."
So we've got
good cast.
Good cast, really good cast. And I want to explain why I picked this movie for us to watch. Danny and I probably watched it about 10 times as a kid.
Yeah.
And Coraline wasn't streaming anywhere. So I picked this one for the nostalgia.
Funny enough, after we decided Coraline wasn't streaming anywhere, I got a TikTok of Coraline full movie,
Oh, I've been seeing Barbie movie full movies.
but it's like slightly sped up.
Oh.
So if you want to watch full Coraline movie on TikTok, we can.
If nobody's taken it down yet.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Now, what shocks me and kind of scares me at the same time is you saying that you've seen this probably 10 times, yet I've never seen it or even like had traces of memories of ever you guys watching it.
Really?
What?
So this must have been when I was out of town or something. You watched it 10 times in a row, maybe?
We we watched it like every year. Like probably when it came out. Maybe not the year it came out, but probably like I mentioned the the ABC Family stuff. I think they probably played it every year.
Gotcha.
Yeah, maybe like 2 nights before Charlie Brown Halloween. So maybe that's why you didn't watch it.
Could be. I was too busy watching Happy Feet, which was the movie that beat it out for the Golden Globe on the year that it came out. For
Really?
best,
This is
best
up for a
animated
Golden
feature.
Globe.
Yeah.
Cool.
Best
It's
animated feature.
I forgot to mention
Really?
it's like made by Steven Spielberg's company.
Yeah, and Robert Zemeckis. So big names. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that's why it got a pretty decent voice cast. He put Steven Spielberg's name on it.
You'll get people signing up.
Yeah, they'll say yes. But yeah, Robert Zemeckis, famous for a lot of things, but he was also like one of the innovators of visual effects. He did some pretty cool stuff for the Back to the Future 2 and 3 movies.
Oh.
And he was just finishing up doing the motion capture for Polar Express. And brought the people in and said, hey, check this out. So that's what they used. Which is exactly like when I first started watching it, the first like 2 minutes, it kind of gave me that uncanny valley, like queasy feeling, like I hope I get used to this animation real quick because it looks too much like Polar Express. And then about 5 minutes in, you get past that, your brain just gets rewired, and your brain says, "Okay, these are humans now. They're doing their
Yeah.
best. They're doing their best human stuff." But what I can't forgive that humans, I get it. It's hard. Humans are hard. But what I can't forgive is the freaking physics of the basketball. It was not conforming to normal physics.
So when I watched that part, I was going to bring up the basketball too. I was like, they're putting so much emphasis on this basketball, and it's a pretty big plot point. Like it brings the kids into the neighbor's yard. But like I'm wondering, like, did they think that was like a huge thing for the time? Was like animating the basketball like that?
I'm
I don't
guessing.
know. I feel like they must have been like impressed with themselves if they did that for like, and they played the basketball for like an entire minute.
Yeah. If you look, what is Toy Story before this or after this?
Before Toy Story's 90s.
Okay. So look at that freaking Pixar ball. And then look at this basketball. It's not even close. But the basketball
Unless he was hitting it really, really hard.
The basketball did bring in one of the funniest, lots of good quotes, and they're all from Chowder.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite quotes was when he said he paid a whole $28 for the basketball. He said he raked leaves
and begged his mom for money 26 times or something like that.
Yeah, and
begged his mom for $1.
I raked leaves twice and begged my mom for $1 26 times.
Hey, but why is a basketball $28 in 2006?
Must have been a really nice one.
It was Wilson.
Well, they
did get the product placement for Wilson in there.
Maybe that's why it's in the movie so much.
It did defy normal gravity also.
Yeah.
Funny that it's Wilson though, because Zemeckis also worked on Castaway.
Was that a Wilson basketball?
It was a volleyball.
Volleyball.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, so good team putting this thing together.
Yeah. So I guess let's hear your thoughts first. This was your first time watching it?
Yeah,
At
yeah,
least
first
that you
time.
know of?
Yeah. Yeah. I may have been asleep on the couch or something while you guys were
That's
watching
very
it.
possible.
Probably.
I might have been asleep on the couch when I was watching it this time too.
Me too, maybe.
No, I only fell asleep once. I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't know the story behind it as far as like who put it together. Because if you think in this time frame, you're either a Disney movie or you're a DreamWorks movie or you're somewhere in the middle, and usually those ones in the middle just weren't any good. And this one really surprised me that the story was pretty good. Um, the acting was great. There was enough comedy in there for both kids and for adults.
Yeah.
And but there's some weird stuff going on. What about you, Danny?
Um, I didn't really remember the plot of it even though we watched it so many times. So it was nice to watch it again and be like, oh, that's right. Um, but I saw this. I was on Monster House TikTok even before I watched it,
What?
and I saw this TikTok, and it was like, Monster House would actually be scary if it was live action. Like, it would probably be terrifying,
Mm.
and I agree with that.
I remember it being scary as a kid,
Yeah,
like enjoyably scary.
yeah,
Like it's a good 7-year-old's first horror movie,
right.
probably.
Yeah, the guy who wrote it or directed it, I forget which one. He was actually getting letters. He got a letter from some lady that said that her young daughter's having nightmares because of the movie.
Oh.
Aw. That's how you know you're doing your job right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Bonus. You know they're coming out with a possible sequel.
Are they?
They should.
Yep. So Gil
Wow.
Keenan, um, who directed it,
Yeah.
he did the recent Ghostbusters movies,
Oh.
and in the last when he was promoting Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, he hinted that there might be a sequel or a spinoff to Monster House.
Hmm.
Oh, what if it's when they're older?
That would
Or-
be really cool because like they're getting the nostalgia from your generation with Ghostbusters and then our generation with Monster House. Well, Gil, if you're listening, hit us up. Maybe we have ideas. We
but
just rewatched your first one.
Mm,
Fresh in the mind.
I have a good question. Did this did this movie remind you guys of video games?
Video games.
Yeah.
uh, a little bit of the Nightmare Before Christmas video game.
Oh, that's not the one I'm thinking of.
Hmm. They did have a video game for both PlayStation 2 and GameCube.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
I wonder if we played it.
Maybe. But I'm thinking of Hello Neighbor,
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
and I reddited it to see if anyone else was thinking the same, and guess what? Someone out there in 2015 is thinking the same thing as me. But
Yeah.
but they brought up whatever Reddit user 76 whatever brought up that um that Hello Neighbor is more about the actual neighbor being bad, and then Monster House is about more of the house being bad. But it reminded me of
Mm.
that game. Just scary house with no exits and
You got to
running
sneak
away.
in and get something out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never got very far with that game at all.
No, it scared me too much.
I've never played it. I watched a couple of the game theories videos on it, but
It's scary.
that's one game that I never had my hyperfixation phase of.
We'll have to revisit that. So you've got a house that's possessed, or
Yes.
yeah, it's got a soul.
Mm-hmm.
You've got an old dude that's married to the soul
Married
of the
house.
house,
Yeah.
being mean to the kids to keep the kids away. That's nice. I like the backstory. The backstory was added by the studio. The original story, it was all about just an evil house, I guess.
Oh.
Oh,
But when the writers brought it to the studio, they added the whole Constance part of it.
That's cool. That's like one of the best parts of the movie is like that twist.
yeah.
Is finding
Yeah.
out Nevercracker's not mean.
Yeah.
He
He has a
is trying to
reason.
protect kids from his angry wife.
But his wife fell down into an unfinished basement, got
And
smothered, got
yeah,
smothered by cement, and
he didn't
his
do anything
first
about
thought
it.
was, "She would want me to finish this house." That's his first thought, not, "Oh my gosh, let's call
Get
911,"
her
or
out.
she might start to stink and or maybe even like possess the house.
How long does it take for cement to solidify?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm assumingly she was dead on impact, but
Probably.
because for some reason the basement was like 40 feet deep.
It had to make room for all of the stolen toys.
Yeah, but apparently it only took a kid punching the cement to crack it open.
Old cement.
Yeah, but yeah, the premise is good. The build up is good. The little twists for the backstory, that's all good. One thing I've got to ask a question about though. So they gotta blow up the house, right?
Right.
Just so happens that the dude was a demolition expert and he had some extra dynamite, and he gives dynamite to the kids to blow up the house. You got to throw this in the
Yep.
chimney.
Yep.
And they repeatedly have trouble striking matches. Why do you need to light the dynamite? Just throw it in the chimney that has fire in it.
Right, because the chimney goes down to the hearth, whatever. Yeah.
I mean, there's flames
Oh.
coming. There's flames coming out of the chimney, and
Yeah.
they're struggling to light this dynamite stick.
They're just
One thing that
kids.
one thing that I
Kids.
was a little maybe disappointed about was early in the movie or like midway through the movie when they're trying to get inside the house, they have the girl, Jenny, use a slingshot to sling a rock at the the doorbell and she hits it dead on. And then we got DJ like running and swinging and trying to get the dynamite in the chimney. Why not have her do it? They just showed her having impeccable aim. Why didn't
Yeah,
she?
Main character has to.
Main character has to. Yep.
I love Jenny's first on-screen appearance when she's selling candies
Chocolate.
or
Yeah,
chocolate.
selling candy.
That interaction with Z,
Mm-hmm.
that was just awesome. Just the back and forth and the conniving and bartering. That was that sets her up as being well advanced past her years.
Yeah, really smart.
Yeah.
I thought it was really funny the whole time that that DJ and Chowder were kind of fighting over her.
Yeah.
They
Classic.
called dibs.
Yeah.
You can't call dibs through a telescope.
You can't call dibs on a girl.
Yep. So are you team DJ or team Chowder for shipping her?
Well,
They're children.
DJ got the kiss.
Yeah, but Chowder
But
got his
Chowder, he got his
butt
butt
grabbed.
I don't remember that.
She grabbed my butt.
I think he was just bragging.
Yeah, I think he definitely had the best lines. And Danny, I think you picked up on one of the best jokes.
Yeah. Is that my cue to say it?
That's your cue.
Hold on, I gotta pull up the text. I don't remember it. Was that when they first got in the house? One of the first. the girl goes, "That must be the uvula." And he says, "So it's a girl house?" And she's like, "No, everyone has a uvula." And he's like, "Well, I don't."
I don't. Yeah, that was great.
I didn't make note of any quotes. One thing I loved was right at the end. It's like one of the last things you see. They're playing with the basketball again, and they're all happy because there's no risk of the basketball getting taken by Nevercracker. And they shoot the basketball and just goes dunk, stuck
Stuck in
on
the
top of the
rim.
hoop.
Yeah. Probably
And it's
better
like
off.
classic, classic comedy.
But speaking of video game versions of it, I've never played it. But I think the house, once it uproots itself with the two trees
Yeah,
and starts walking through the town, I think that would be awesome boss fight.
Oh
Like
yeah.
having to run away from that house. So hopefully that's a thing in that game.
yeah. It was really cool, like character design of the house. Like every time it got angry, the like shutters and stuff would like the fences would get all angry and
Yeah.
Yeah, show its teeth and
yeah,
Applying like human qualities to it.
yeah.
Like
There you go, Arts. Analyze this movie.
but the house has water for vomit. I guess if it doesn't eat a lot of stuff, the vomit would be watery.
Yeah.
But every time they make it upchuck or gag
Yeah.
by dingling the chandelier, the uvula, all of the water just came out like clear.
Well, does your house have vomit in the pipes?
I don't know. Depends on how many tricycles
Could be the
it's eaten.
bathroom pipes. What? Garbage disposal.
So this takes place the day before Halloween and Halloween.
Yeah.
But other than the little girl on the tricycle, like the city is pretty empty during the whole fight scene in the when the house is going through the whole town.
They drained the lake. We
Where are the
drained the
people?
lake.
Where are the people though?
Didn't want to animate them.
They're supposed to be
Maybe they're all at the dentist convention that the dad must have gone to
right.
with the comically large toothbrush.
Maybe they're all trunk or treating somewhere because it's safer.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a scary house there. Well, Danny, do you think it held up?
I think so. It's a classic.
Yeah. I agree. I remembered most of the plot points. Didn't remember all of the details. But I liked it. I still think it's an enjoyable movie to watch as an adult. If your kids are watching it or if you just want to watch it by yourself for the nostalgia. I think it still holds up.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Just get past the first 5 minutes of the animation, then your brain will get used to it.
I always see those memes. I don't know specific characters, but there's a lot of memes where there's a character who looks like DJ and a character who looks like Chowder. uh like
Greg
I
and
think there's one.
Rowley.
Yeah. And then I
Jimmy
think
Neutron.
Yeah.
in the what's that show with Sporticus? The and the pink-haired girl. Didn't make a cake. Lazy Town.
Oh.
There's a character in Lazy Town because the Lazy Town people are like puppets. Some of them are like puppets, and there's one that looks just like Chowder.
Yeah, I was thinking of the The guy from Jimmy Neutron with the squeaky voice.
Carl
Yeah.
Carl Weezer.
I'm thinking of Fanboy and Chum Chum.
Oh,
I have to look it up.
What is that from?
Nickelodeon?
Is
Cartoon
that
Network.
the name of the show?
That's the name of the show. I think it's
Okay.
It's Nickelodeon. It was like two
Nickelodeon.
superhero.
It's one of the worst shows.
But yeah, the comedic, like, best friend, shorter, more chubbier character. Cliche.
Gotta have
Yeah.
one.
And then, like, sarcastic, smarter girl that both of them like.
Easy tropes.
Mm-hmm.
Very easy.
Well, cool. Anything else on this movie of note?
I think that's it.
Don't let
Have
your
you-
wife get stuck in cement.
Call the cops if but it didn't seem, maybe there were no cops. Now that I'm thinking about it.
He lived
Because
all alone.
when the two cops came to the house, when they called the cops, they said, oh, let's call for backup. And the other one said, there is no backup. There's just Judy at the office.
Yeah.
So maybe there were no cops to call back when Nebuchadnezzar's wife fell into the cement.
Yeah, it looks like they kind of built the city or whatever, or the city built around them.
Yeah. Judy!
Well, cool. So we're going to have to check out the video game. We're going to have to keep our ears open for a sequel. And this will have to go on the list of must watch every now and then Halloween movies.
Yeah.
I don't know if 10 times like you guys, but I'm good for a couple more.
Well, tune in next week and the following for the entire month of October, where we're going to be talking about some nice spooky movies. We've got some good ones picked out.
Do you want to tell the audience what week 2 is going to be?
Sure. Should we do Killer Clowns next week?
Ooh.
That sounds fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Watch it with
Killer
us.
Clowns in Outer Space.
I've never seen it, so I can't take any...
I thought you have seen it. I thought
Nope.
that's why you suggested it.
No.
Oh.
It's just been kind of in the zeitgeist, I guess.
Yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
Spirit Halloween always has stuff for that.
Yeah, I
course.
saw even some more pops this weekend when I was at comic book stores and stuff.
Wow. I got a Gizmo pop keychain at Five Below.
Gizmo the Gremlin.
Yes.
Nice.
He's got little 3D glasses.
Very cool. All right, so that's going to wrap up this first episode of Family Spookery.
I guess so.
Sounds good. So go ahead and check out the socials. Reach out to us there. Tell us if you've seen this movie. Let us know what you thought about it. Tell us if you're looking forward to a sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And tell us where it's streaming now so that I can watch it for a 12th time.
Yep.
And go ahead and check out that new YouTube channel. It's got like no subscribers, so go hit that button. It's free.
It is
Hit that
free.
sub button. And check out the other YouTube channel. See what's going on there. But we thank you as always for listening. Until next time. Peace out.
Peace out.
And
geek
And
out.
geek out.
Thank you for listening to the Family Geekery podcast. For more information, visit www.familygeekery.com. Don't forget to subscribe at your favorite podcast provider. And until next time, peace out and geek out.